Hi, I'm Janice from Treble Music, and I'm hoping to share with you some of the things that I've learned about organizing in the classroom and resources that you might be able to use as well. As a music teacher, you know it's often challenging to find the right songs and the right music program to have our students present to parents throughout the year. And it takes a little bit of planning and putting everything together to make it just the right program. Here's a fun music program called Science, Rocks, and Planets 2. And it's one that I put together for the third grade, and it's available from my Teachers Pay Teachers and Etsy stores. And all the extra songs and details are included. Both second and fourth grade would like this as well, although I usually only did it with the third. I was able to do this program with four classes, and that was about four classes of about 30, so that worked out really well. My third grade teachers were usually teaching force and motion, the life cycle, and astronomy and the planets during the third grade. So this program really worked well to reinforce their classroom learning in their classroom. I've also been able to use this program for several years, which makes the cost of buying the extra resources to put the whole piece together well worth it. All the purchase details are also in the resource information pages to be able to purchase all those. As I put this program together, I started with the purchase of Science Rocks, a cross-curricular music fun for the classroom by John Jacobson and Roger Emerson. Oh my goodness, they are so talented and make everything so fun, and the choreography is just beyond great. I did have to modify a few just a little bit simpler for my third graders, but it was a great. It comes with reproducible activities for the classroom teacher, and they really appreciate having additional resources that support their curriculum. I didn't use all of the songs in the Science Rocks, but I did modify the script to reflect that, and this music is so catchy and a lot of fun. It's a win. I added two more songs to balance the classroom teacher's curriculum. One is Force and Motion from Harmon Songs for Teaching, and it's been a perennial hit for the students that everyone loves to sing. It has a driving rhythm, both rap and melodic sections, and we've made up our own choreography and had a lot of creative moments. Since I taught at an English and Spanish dual language school, I also added an English-Spanish song called Planets by J. Nelson and H. Marin. I also have a link down here to where you can link in the product where you can get that as well. It's available in English and Spanish lyrics, but it didn't come with a sheet music copy. So I went ahead and transcribed one with an accompaniment and included it in the resource. It is a beautiful and calming song with a wonderful message about just looking beyond yourself, but looking into the world and looking up into the sky. And the kids really enjoyed singing it. Science, Rocks, and Planets 2 contains a script with the modifications and my added songs, and there's a decorative song lyric sheets and sheet music as needed. I also used lab coats for costumes, which was another hit from year to year. I have a link in my here down below with where to get the lab coats. They're purchasable. You can purchase them on Amazon, and they're affordable. I only ever use them for my scientist speakers. But if you wanted to have everyone have a lab coat, as you can see in one of the pictures I provided, you can have maybe the parent club do a donation and get everybody a lab coat. You want to make sure that you're measuring all the sizes. Some kids are a little bit taller, so a little bit shorter before you order them as well. But putting together the plans for the program is key to success. I recommend planning to start practicing for the program at least 6 weeks ahead. You're going to want to select your speakers, and then I always print the scripts to be ready to start, have those ready. Be sure to ask the classroom teachers if they would like to have their students create background scenery around the stage and the performance area. And as soon as I've selected the speakers with several backup speakers in case of sickness or vacation, I make copies and a note to go home to the parents to encourage them to help their child memorize their speaking part. I make copies of the script and a packet of the song lyrics for the classroom teachers. The classroom teachers often want to practice with their students to help them be ready for the program. I make an extra set of scripts and an extra set of lyric packets for the music classroom for daily practice. I can also have my PowerPoint or my Google Sheets presentation up and visible on the overhead screen. Having both versions is really good for an emergency. No tech, no electricity, backup day. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? I also have an additional resource that you might find helpful. It's called the Music Activity Event Planning Calendar, and I use this to plan my music programs throughout the year. It's a Google Sheet template for listing the year's activities and columns for checking off building reservations, custodian contact, information that needs to go home to parents, and it's helped me to really track all of the different grade level concerts and making sure I've got all the T's crossed and the I's dotted. I hope you find some of these ideas and this resource helpful for using for one of your music programs this year. As music educators, we often have to modify and reorganize music programs to fit our school population, support the classroom teachers, and excite the children with new experiences. I suggest getting a couple of music programs ready to go for each grade level and then alternating each year or simply repeating one of those programs. It's always fun to hear last year's class sing along with the new class performing familiar music. What a thrill! I hope you enjoyed learning about a new music program and happy teaching and have a great year.